gang. Hello, welcome once again to STUFFandTHINGS Plays. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today we might be at the end of what remains of Edith Finch. I'm not exactly sure, but we have, if we look at our little family tree here, we have seen almost everybody's story. We never saw what happened to Dawn, Edith's mom, and Edie, her great-grandmother. Yeah, great-grandmother. Right? Yeah. Calvin, Sam, grandfather, Dawn, mother. Yeah, great-grandmother. But I think pretty much everyone else, all the other little siblings from the different generations, we saw all their stories. Last time we saw Lewis, her older brother. That was one of the more visually interesting and kind of crazy, surreal stories. He ended up killing himself because he was living in a strange imaginary world and working in a cannery. But here we go. We're going to continue on. I think maybe this will be the last episode. I'm not sure. There aren't any major questions left to me other than what happened to her mother. And
on Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
So that's what?
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh, right. So they moved out when Lewis died. Okay, that looks safe. No issues with that whatsoever.
She wanted to make it easier or harder.
Now, hold on. Lewis died in 2010. And Edie died in 2010. So they moved out 7 years ago, or 6 years ago, whatever. Interesting. So Edith was only 11 when they moved.
I wish we'd stayed.
Here are all the missing person flyers. Is this
I
Edie's room?
understand why we left.
Okay, here we go. Edith, Mom. We're looking around here, trying to gain some clues. What are these? Oh, just labels. Dawn Finch Kitchen. Packing shit. Is this Dawn's room?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Okay. Pictures. Happy 90th birthday. There's Edie. Wonder how significant it is that Edith is named after Edie, because Edith lived to be very, very old. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, and not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us through Jesus Christ our Lord. A little hard to read. Okay, so this must be Don's place. Sanjay Kumar, disaster relief. Okay, so yeah, we still didn't, I don't think we've heard what happened to Sanjay. Evac specialist. Yeah, this must be Don's room. All right, let's go up.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
We're going to Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another.
This
All
is
that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
okay. So, crazy house, crazy family. Everyone dies. Edith's family had gotten away. Dawn married Sanjay. She had some children. But Milton wandered away. Or no, wait a minute. Sanjay died. They moved back into the Finch household with old great-grandmother Edie. Milton just disappeared. Never heard from again. Edith grew up in the house until she was 11 years old. At the age of 11, Lewis killed himself because his crazy fantasies overtook his mind. At that point, Dawn decided that they were going to leave. But shortly thereafter, or maybe that same night, Edie died in 2010. So maybe that's what we're going to figure out right now. All right, this is obviously Edith's room. A feather. A pen.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together.
Wow.
And all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
She still has her Norwegian accent. Oh, okay. Am I Edith now? I mean, I've been Edith most of the time anyway. She left a present in the hallway.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
So there's the basement.
When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
I kind of want to go upstairs and look at that other room that I was talking about that I thought was Gregory's. Ugh, can I open this? Come on. Yeah.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
They're arguing about the curse. Where am I supposed to go? Ladder.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Hmm?
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oh. History of the Finches by EDITH FINCH. There we go. Let's take a look.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, see, I never know when I'm controlling and when I'm not controlling. Okay, who am I? And is this where I'm supposed to go? I think this just dead
It
ends.
was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh. Okay, I can't go this way. I've got to go back. So it looks like we might actually be able to go out to the old house. So this is the night she was born. So am I playing as Edie now? Old Grandma Edie? And they weren't... Edith and her mother... Well, Dawn and Sanjay weren't living here.
Out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
What is she going to find in the old house?
I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh. I'm just going straight. Not changing direction at all.
I got turned around.
No, I didn't. I didn't turn around. God damn it. They made me turn around.
For a while, I wandered.
Okay, I'm just going to go in the direction of the text.
I started seeing things.
Dear. So at this point, she must be living in the house alone.
Ever existed.
Such as?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Okay, we're getting into the ruins now.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's
Oh,
mine.
shit.
Edith.
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
God damn it. So we're going to find the other half of this book, hopefully.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Aw. Bye, Gammy.
The van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
All right, so Edie just died of
We both tried to make the best of it.
old age / broken heart, maybe. Nope, I'm moving my hand. This is what I'm doing.
A few years went by.
Okay. I'm controlling
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
dandelion seeds.
but she started getting sick a lot.
Okay, so we're finding out what
This
happened to Dawn.
Pretty quickly.
Cancer?
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Hell.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Who have you been having sex with?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
You're 17,
If I
girl.
lived forever,
Use a
maybe I'd have
condom.
time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh, I'm the baby. I'm swimming
This
around.
journal was supposed to be for you.
Is that the cervix? Am I swimming through the birth canal right now?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Here I come.
But I
Yep.
guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh. Monster baby forces her way out of the uterus.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What the hell? How'd she die? How the fuck did she die? I don't know who Shirley Dallas is, but that's sad. All right, so I guess we're just getting the credits here with the development team. So, what happened, gang? Was that a premature birth or something? Because it looked like the baby was starting to like try to cram its way out. But it was only, wasn't it 22 weeks old? That's not old enough. That's not even 6 months old. So, I mean, I guess premature babies can survive, but not at an abandoned house when there's no, who knows if she had cell service or anything. Could she call someone to come pick her up? The kid, and it showed that her date of death was 2017, which was when the story is supposed to be taking place. So why did she... I mean, I guess it would make sense that she had a premonition of her death because every frickin' person in her family died. But it doesn't make sense if she died that same... I guess she could have died in childbirth. She could have died later. We don't know that she died when she was in the house. It's not a super common thing to die in childbirth anymore, at least in Western countries. So I guess there's still a lot we don't know about this. But we do know that Edith did not survive even a year past her baby's birth. Her baby was a boy and got the journal that Edith wrote for him, along with all the family history that her mother was so adamant that Edith not know, because she thought that the more the family sort of, I don't know, wallowed in all this history, all the death, then the more it became like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it would just keep happening and happening. And I was thinking, and I think you were supposed to meant to think as part of the audience or as a member or as a player of this game, that Edith finding all this out was a good thing. But then she just ended up dying like everybody else. So what is the story that this game is trying to tell us? Is it just appreciate your life while you have it? Is it that it's not how many years you have, it's the quality of your life? And all these people, pretty much every character that it showed, all these little glimpses into their lives and how they died, they all seem to be pretty vibrant. Well, except for Walter, I guess, who just spent all his life in a freaking fallout shelter. But for the most part, they seem to be really creative, imaginative people who had really, what am I trying to say? Like, not hobbies necessarily, but they had really passionate interests and things that they pursued. I don't know. I'll have to think about this for a little bit. It was an interesting game. It was cool. It's hard to even call it a game. It was more just kind of an interactive story. The controls were a little janky sometimes. It wasn't always the most intuitive or, I guess, elegant solution. Sometimes when you're trying to control the things you were trying to do didn't always make sense. And since they kind of switch from certain sorts of gameplay, like, okay, now I'm controlling a little man in a maze, or now I'm trying to flip pages in a book. So I guess it makes sense that they had to sort of adapt the control style. I didn't use a control pad, so maybe that would have been different, but to adapt the control style using a mouse and keyboard to all these different things that you were trying to do. Okay, so there's the Edith Finch team. So there's a little jank going on. I like the look of the game. I thought the writing was pretty good. I don't know. Okay, let's see. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Okay, so you could play each person's story. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. I didn't expect any sorts of definitive answers or anything. I'm just kind of curious what the point of having Edith as the main character die, what was the point of that? What did that do to add to the story? What did that tell us? What more did that tell us? And what was the entire moral of this story? But it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would praise it quite as highly as a lot of other reviewers have. It was getting a lot of 9s and 10s. But I did think it was very cool. I think if you guys enjoyed this, maybe we'll do more games like this. There are definitely more games like this out there. But to me, as much as I did enjoy the story and the narrative and just the writing, the different characters, I think I prefer actually playing games as opposed to just sort of playing an interactive story. But I'm glad I played this. I heard a lot of good things, so I'm glad that I finally experienced it. And I'm glad that you guys chose to follow along and watch it with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your good friend Bradley. I can't even say my own name. I have been your good friend Bradley. You have been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things Plays. I'll see you later. Weird.